Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kat, otherwise known as Ladybug, and what I'm working on is what I call the Purple Dragon. This is one that I got from my son-in-law that I haven't finished yet, but I just decided to work on it tonight. So we're going to sit here and we're going to work on this Purple Dragon and do as much as I can. And what I'm working on is the letter C, which is 939, and we're working on the background. Okay. Yeah. So how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing all right. For some reason this thing is not picking up like it should. It'll pick up and then it drops right back off. So, well, see if I can scoot it over a little bit. All right. I got some music going for us. And I got Miss Lily sitting over here next to me instead of Frankie. Frankie's on the desk that's behind me. And so we're all set, I guess. Yeah, the problem with it working on this particular painting is that it has a lot of color blocking, and so it becomes extremely tedious, to say the least. Yeah, I started this one in January of this year. So, and I've worked on it on and off, but not a lot. And so I thought I'd just sit here and work on this thing for a little while. It's beautiful. It's got beautiful colors in it. And this is the head of the dragon right here. I don't know if you can... Let me see if I can get you over there. Probably not. No. Oh well. I was going to take and I'm going to turn you a little bit. There we go. I was going to show you the thumbnail, but I don't want to take my whole setup apart in order to show you. But it's a beautiful purple, black and purple dragon. You know, it's got some lighter color pinks and stuff in it. So, yeah, my son-in-law fell in love with this one, and he wanted me to do it for him, so I got it, and I've been kind of working on it on and off. So, but then again, I'm working on and off on a lot of stuff. Um, but anyway, so it's been kind of quiet here. It's been really raining. We've been getting a lot of thunder and lightning this afternoon and tonight. Yeah, it started raining, I guess it was about 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. And been having quite a bit of thunder, so. But that's all right. That'll help cool things off a little bit, at least for a little while. Yeah. I wish I was better at multiplacing, but I just can't seem to master it. So, but yeah, it's been pretty quiet today. I caught Mara and and Lorna on live this morning. I was on there for maybe about an hour with them, and then I had to go do some stuff and get some stuff done, so I had to jump off of there, and I haven't been back on. So, and what else did I do today? Oh, let's see. I worked on that big rabbit that I've got. I worked on that for a little while. And then I worked on my colorful cat, the cross stitch. Worked on that for a little while. What else did I do? Not much, to be honest with you. Just hung around, watched videos, watched a couple of shows that I like to watch, and that's about it. Yeah. There we go. That's not too bad. But anyway, yeah, this particular diamond painting, this dragon, these are the extra drills. Let me show you. Let me show you these. These are just the extras, okay? This is a bag of 939. Look at the size of that bag. And it's full, okay? Yeah, that's a number 10, which is otherwise known as 939. I got that. And then I got this other one. This one, I believe this is number 6. Yeah, and it's purple. And then there's another number 6, a full bag, and that's purple. And then I got my um, containers over here on off to the side, and so I've got a lot of drills, to say the least. You know, yeah, get off of there. And so that's those are just the extras. I haven't got into those yet, and so I have to keep them kind of in the drawer, and I got it marked as to the as to what diamond painting they go to. But I can understand why they give you so many, because most of this background is all like all of this. This is all 939. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this, tilt this down a little bit. There we go. Because I'm having trouble with my shoulder for some reason, the way it's angled. Yeah. Yeah, I got a big order from Amazon. It's supposed to be coming in. So it's got some storage containers, so I can start getting my extra drills and stuff better organized. Yeah. And then I ordered myself some more of those release papers. Yeah. I found a thing it's like 100 of them, and they're like 4x6, I think, or close to it, and for $5.99 for 100 of them. I said, well, there you go, that'll work. So that is basically what I've been working on. Yeah, I'm kind of spreading out my wax a little bit. So there we go. There we go. And yeah, and I ordered a box of wax, and got that. I can't remember how many pieces, and it's a lot. It's like 80 or 100 for like $6, I think. And so I like the purple wax instead of this pink. You know, I don't know what it is about the purple wax, but it seems like it's more sticky. Does that sound right? And so I much prefer the purple wax over the pink. With the temperature the way it is your clay or your putty or whatever you call it. It's too gooey during the winter, during the summer, and so I'll just stick with the wax. So, yeah, I finally found a program on YouTube that doesn't have any ads in it. It's just music. So, yeah, I saw Star on the live with Lorna and Mara. She came on for a little while. Yeah, that cold. I think she's got almost the same thing I had. And I tell you what, that thing gets a hold of you. That cold, it gets a hold of you, and it don't want to let go. Because I know it took me, 3 weeks, almost a month, to finally get rid of it. So, and she still hasn't got the keys to her new house yet. I'm sure she'll be glad when she gets those. It'll be one less thing she's got to be worrying with, right? I don't know how true it is, but I heard Dolly Parton has passed away. I don't know if that's true or not. And then another one that I heard was Goldie Hawn, that she passed away. You know, I just happened to see it advertised on YouTube, so I don't know if that's true or not. I just happened to see it. And then I was watching Linda and Bella. Watched them this morning. Yeah, I was up early today for some reason. I woke up and I was just laying there, and then Frankie realized I was awake, and so she decided to do her bouncing all over the place and bouncing up and down on me like a trampoline. So, needless to say, I wasn't going back to sleep anytime soon. So I was up about 6:30 this morning. Yeah. And so anyway, so that's all that's been going on. Like I said, not much. So right now I am babysitting my grandson's dog, Nova, because it's been so hot and whatnot. So I've been keeping them all in the bedroom with me to where it's a little bit cooler. Yeah, unfortunately, our central heating and air unit went out quite a few years ago, and we just couldn't afford to replace it. And we had a guy come out and look at it and told us it would be cheaper to buy a new unit than it would be to repair the old one. So we started looking into it, and it was just way too expensive. It was more than our pockets could handle, let's put it that way. So we decided to just put window units. Each of us bought our own window unit and put it in our bedrooms where at least it's cool in the bedrooms. And that's pretty much the way we've been dealing with it ever since. You know. Yeah. With this heat wave the way it is, my grandson, he says his air conditioner is struggling trying to keep up with all this heat. You know, because he's got that I think it's the west sun beating against the side of the trailer and his window, and it is literally struggling trying to stay ahead of the heat, which is not surprising. Whereas my window faces the south, so I don't have as a big a problem with the heat and the sun as he does. Plus, I have those thermal curtains up, and when it gets really hot during the day, I pull those curtains and I keep it dark in here to where it keeps the sun and the heat out. Yeah. But we're making some progress. I know it's not very exciting watching me do color blocking. Unfortunately, this is definitely not designed for entertainment, shall we say. Yeah. Yeah, but I got the girls, they're sleeping away over here. Frankie, she's an early bird. She gets up really early. All right, as soon as you can just see a sliver of daylight around the curtains, as far as she's concerned, it's time to get up. Now, so anyhow, and that's usually about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, I have it set up to where she can sit at the window, right, and look out. What she does is she sticks her head behind a curtain and sits there and just watches everything on the outside. And she sits there for hours. She just loves to sit at the window. What I want to do is, I'm not going to do it right now, but I would like to get a stand, have my grandson build me one, and hang a couple of bird feeders out there. And that way she can have something to look at. Yeah. She can sit at the window and squeak to her heart's content at the birds that come around. Yeah, because she makes that funny squeaking noise whenever she sees a bird. Whereas Lily is more, she really doesn't really care that much. She's not much of a hunter, let's put it that way. She'd rather lay around and sleep. She's lazy. But we're getting there. I know I'm not going to keep you here on here long because there's not a lot to talk about. And, watching me do color blocking is like I've said before, it's like watching grass grow or paint dry. It's not an exciting thing to watch. Let's put it that way. And unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I know my daughter has to work this weekend, this Saturday. And so, oh well. Yeah, it's a busy time of the year for the processing plant. Yeah, they process chicken. They process chicken fingers and chicken nuggets and boneless chicken breasts, things like that. They process all of that. And it's not an exciting job, but it's steady. That's the only thing we can say. But it pays not too bad either, so. But anyway, that's what I was looking to see if I had a straightener, but I don't. Not not handy, let's put it that way. And so anyway, and this is a busy time of the year. Yeah, 4th of July is coming up, and so, they gotta process a lot of chicken during that time period. Because everybody and their second cousins out there barbecuing chicken. Well, Come on. Yeah, I got a sticky pad right here where I can stick my tray against it and it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying tomorrow. She was talking about getting sticky pads, and so yeah, they do come in handy for a multitude of things. What I use them for is I use them for when I'm um doing my beaded cross stitch, which I haven't done in quite a while. But anyway, I use them for that, and then I also use them for holding stuff on my table when the table's tilted. I got that sticky pad. It'll hold my tray, and it'll also hold a box of drills and stuff. You know, my containers. That's why those sticky pads come in handy. Yeah, it's like having an extra pair of hands. Ouch! Sorry about that. I bumped you. Didn't mean to. I was trying to get comfortable on my head. Hit the camera. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, we are making some progress. What I do is I jump around from painting to painting because if you're looking at the same painting day in and day out and you're trying to do videos, people get tired of seeing you do the same thing every day. So, one, and plus I get bored myself when I'm looking at the same painting all the time. And so I shuffle them around and I'll work on one for a little while and then I'll work on another one for a little while. And I just keep, bouncing around from painting to painting. So, but eventually they do get done. It may take a while, but they do get done. And in between doing all the diamond painting, I also do a lot of cross stitch. And I work on various different cross stitches that I got going. Yeah. Yeah, I push against them as I go. Make sure that they're laying flat. Plus, I use my little roller thing that I've got. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my Temu to come in, and then I can show you what I got. Temu is just so slow. I've got where I'm starting to buy more from Amazon than I am from Temu. you know. Plus, I've got Prime, so I don't have to pay for shipping on stuff. There we go. That looks pretty good. Well, we've been on here, what, 31 minutes? Okay. Get a few more minutes and then we'll bring it to a close because I know it's not very exciting. I don't have much in the way of conversation tonight. Yeah, I've been fighting with migraines for on and off for the last 3 or 4 days now. And I'm sure it's the weather that's causing it. That and the overabundance of pollen. So, that's why I've been trying to stay indoors as much as I can and hibernate because one, the pollen is so high. The um, sorry about that. The air quality is very poor. I know the other day when I went out to the kitchen to make a cup of tea, the atmosphere was so heavy and so full of moisture that it literally felt like I was trying to breathe underwater. I mean, it was terrible. I couldn't stay out there for very long because of it. Yeah, they started shooting off fireworks early. Yeah, today. Yeah, they're getting a head start, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, my daughter's dog, she doesn't like thunder and she does not like fireworks. Anything loud, it just scares her to death. She gets up under the covers on their bed and gets under the covers and hides. You know. Yeah, I think Tita's got a dog like that doesn't like loud noises, thunder and fireworks and that kind of stuff. I think she said she had a dog like that. Yeah. Well, we're getting there. I'm going to finish this tray out and then I think I'm going to bring this to a close. So we got a little bit done. Not a lot, but a little bit. I'll continue working on it, during the night, but I'm gonna give my shoulder a little bit of a rest. My arm is starting to hurt a little bit. Yeah. What can I say? Old age and arthritis. Yeah, my grandson, he had to work tonight, so Yeah, he brought the dog in. I said, "Can she stay in here with you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Why?" And he says, "I got to go to work." I said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, sure." So, yeah, she's a little dachshund, little black and tan dachshund. Yeah, she keeps me company along with the cats. Yeah. Hmm. Alrighty, I think this is going to be it. Here's the last one. Alrighty, we're going to call it quits. Alrighty. But as you can see, we are slowly making some progress. But this diamond paint's really big. It's like, I can't remember the exact size. Let me see. It's 40 by 70. Yeah, that's what it is. And anyhow, so everybody have a good night. And oh goodness, excuse me. And have a blessed night. And we will see you all sometime tomorrow. All right. God bless you. Bye bye.